What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up. We have I Still Ain't Sober. It's October. We have banned shoes in the NBA. Now, bro, you can't believe there's a time that you can't even wear a certain shoe. You still can't in the NBA. Bro, shoes are shoes. Why the hell does it matter? Bro, they tried to ban Jordan's own shoes back in the day. Bro, imagine you create your own shoe and you can't even wear them in the NBA. We don't see.
Now, with players around the league actually signing shoe deals, it's crazy that there's actually been plenty of shoes the NBA has recently banned with fines that come with wearing. Now, with some shoes in the NBA banned for branding issues, reflective material, or some other issue, this shoe is one that actually increases your jumping ability. In 2009, the Boston Celtics wanted...
What? Bro, I could be dunking by March for real, for real. Hold on.
Some other issue. This shoe is one that actually increases your jumping ability.
What shoe is that, bro? Somebody please give me a link, please, because I'm dunking by March 2021, bro. It's over with, bro. They got Like Mike shoes. I didn't even know that.
In 2009, the Boston Celtics wanted to wear Athletic Propulsion Labs, also known as APL, super sneakers during the playoffs, and the NBA said no and banned the shoes. According to the APL, this is because their shoes feature launch and load technology that provides instant increase in vertical leap. The shoemakers...
Bro, I'm be dunking by March. Let's go. Bro, somebody link me these shoes. I'm about to cop me like 10 pairs, bro. No cap.
Also report that their sneakers been extensively tested in a leading West Coast University biomechanical lab. However, the APL Concept 1 shoes were banned by the NBA in the 2010-2011 season. Now, although APL doesn't want to announce something like this to the public, they do in fact warn you about possibly not being able to use their shoes in some situations, stating the Concept 1 shoes may or may not be allowed for competitive play in your league, at the college, professional, or recreational level. APL co-founder Adam Goldston recently talked about the NBA banning their product, and he said, "We're not exactly shocked to hear the NBA chose to ban our shoes. The load and launch technology not only provides an instant and dramatic increase in vertical leap, but the biomechanical testing shows that the player exerted far less energy as a result." When asked about what
bro, somebody link me these shoes, please.
Technology works in concert with
right
the rest
now.
Of the shoe, so there's uniformity in the compression or the pressure that the athlete exerts down onto the device itself and through the midsole of the shoe, which is the load cycle. After all the compression elements are fully flexed, there's an explosive launch cycle that results when all the compression is released. The result is an instant increase of vertical leap. Now, present day, Jordan shoes are very popular in today's culture, but back during an initial release during Michael
That's actually one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying, MJ, the shoe commercial looking thing or wallpaper.
His rookie year, his shoes caused a ton of controversy, and it changed the shoe game forever. The shoe wasn't banned by the NBA for its
my type of photo when I pose for my creation of kicks.
Instead, it was banned based purely off of color. Over 30 years ago, the NBA banned a shoe designed by Michael Jordan in order to force their rules on color coordinating your shoes with your jersey. During the time, the NBA released a statement that said, "A player must wear shoes that not only match their uniforms, but match the shoes worn by their teammates." As the story goes, Michael Jordan was or would be fined $5,000 per game if he wore shoes of red and black Air Jordan 1s. The big problem wasn't the shoes, but more so the colors, and the NBA didn't allow Jordan to wear the Air Jordan 1s unless they had a decent amount of white in them. Jordan decided to still wear the shoes going forward, and Nike covered the fine. A game-worn pair from Jordan himself that year actually sold for $39,000 back in October of 2016. But Jordan actually wore these shoes in his first ever NBA game. Nike and Jordan even filmed a commercial because of this and still put the product up for sale regardless of the situation, and it became one of the most popular Jordan shoes ever. But also in MJ's rookie season, while he was waiting for his first ever signature shoe to be completed, Jordan ended up rocking a pair of Nikes that somewhat resembled his famous Air Jordan 1s, but they were called Nike Air Ships. Now, common mistakes surrounding the Jordan brand in the sneaker world believes that his Air Jordan 1s were straight up banned by the NBA. However, it ended up being the Air Ships that weren't allowed. Jordan was wrote a letter stating that his black and red shoes violated the uniform code, but the letters apparently dated October 18th, which was months before Jordan actually wore his ones in an actual game. And they'd only been made for a commercial for them up to that point. But regardless, the Nike Air Ships that Jordan wore during that game sold for nearly $72,000 back in April of 2015. But this entire controversy surrounding MJ led to him becoming the businessman off the court he is today. The Jordan 1s were an immediate success upon their first release. A 1985 article from the Chicago Tribune
70 racks for musty feet. Fuck it, it's Michael Jordan. If it was Curry,
the brand anticipated selling between 3 and 4 million pairs in the first year of the shoe's release. The shoe was originally projected to sell around 100,000 pairs, but still continued to be purchased daily. Sports marketing guru George Belch talked about Jordan and his Air Jordan 1 saying, "What you have here is a once-in-a-generation athlete who's transcended the sport and become ingrained not only in the sports world, but in popular culture as well." With other shoes being banned for things like jumping ability and not having enough of one color, the Melo M10s were banned because of a piece of the shoe that threw off cameramen as well as people watching on TV. The first version of Carmelo Anthony Karl-Anthony's Jordan brand signature sneaker for the 2013-14 season featured a chrome heel, and while it looked cool, it created multiple issues. Lights from inside the arena reflected off the chrome, creating visibility problems for both people in person and on TV. And the chrome itself represented a hazard if it were to break off the sneaker. Jordan learned that the heel was an issue, so he created a version of the sneaker with a matte heel for Melo for the second half of the season. But the Melo M10 is unique in its own right, and Carmelo's even talked about the shoe and has some things to say about it after hearing the NBA wouldn't allow the chrome version. Melo said, "Tinker and I were focused on every detail, from the foot molding down to the little specs. We closely looked at the evolution over the years. What's your inspiration from then to now?
Melo had some heat.
10 years to make this the most powerful shoe I've had to date. If you
twisted.
see this shoe from afar, the chrome statement piece is the first thing you're going to see. Combining that element with the M on the toe cap and the very first signature logo we created 10 years ago, we made a true anniversary shoe." Kyrie Irving has no doubt become a household name at this point due to headlines every year, but he too has been involved in shoe controversy despite being
be
the
having
face
some
of the
heat
Nike
too,
brand.
yo.
A few years back when Kyrie was still with Cleveland, Nike decided to put a futuristic spin on his sneaker unveilings when it used 2K16 and Twitch to introduce the latest signature shoe of Kyrie Irving to the world, the Kyrie 2s. After the release, according to Kyrie himself, the NBA hit him with a fine for debuting a new version of his shoe, a deceptive red colorway of the Kyrie 1s, during a game against the Golden State Warriors. Kyrie talked about this and he said, "I actually got fined from the league because it wasn't our team colors. I was pretty happy about it. Nike wasn't happy about it, but I was happy because that means they stood out completely. Unlike some of the other shoes in this list, the custom Curry 4s were banned not for the way the shoes design, but instead the way that Curry had them painted. Curry sneakers for the Warriors Chinese New Year game in 2018 got a lot of visual attraction.
Bro, those are fire.
So what could the NBA have a problem?
Let me get them
There's just one problem. Curry's jersey was made by Nike, just like all the jerseys in the NBA under a new agreement that began with the league in 2017. The visual elements that appeared on Curry's Under Armour shoes were only approved to appear on the Nike jersey, not a competitor's shoe, so therefore he couldn't wear them moving forward. Following the theme of banned shoes due to personalized customization, Karl-Anthony Towns had a pair of shoes that were banned from the NBA because of a popular Netflix series. The 2016 style hyperdunks that Towns had customized
those
were
are kind of hard, I ain't
black
gonna
and
lie.
had Stranger Things themes.
Stranger Things.
Them.
I heard about that. I never
Attention
watched
of
it
many
though.
fans and league officials. The league doesn't allow the promotion of any other brand than those that are directly affiliated with the NBA, which forced Towns to
the NBA
retire
so
his freshly
strict? Let them
customized
play
shoes.
and
Most
wear what the
recently,
fuck they
Yeezy shoes
want.
obviously made a lot of noise over the last few years, and were
Bro, who wore Yeezys in the NBA? Oh yeah, it was Nick Young.
Took to Instagram and other social
Yo,
media, making
it had to be
design
Nick
is
Young, bro. He
something
would wear
that
Yeezys in the
NBA players would soon enjoy. But according to ESPN, Kanye's shoes, which would be the basketball version of his popular Yeezys, will be banned by the NBA because of the shining reflective material heel. The NBA could potentially fine shoes in violation of the NBA's footwear color restrictions, particularly because of the distraction it could cause for in-arena spectators and television viewers. Sports Illustrated reporters said that the reflective heel would be banned by the NBA without a doubt, but didn't say anything negative when asked if the shoe would be accepted if it was modified to a style without the reflection. Yeezys have made waves over the last few years, with many players wearing them before and after games. Although there's many top-tier players with their own shoes like LeBron James or even James Harden, Kanye's approach was for the middle-tier athletes that don't have their own shoe deal. Players no longer being required to wear shoes that match their team's uniform colors, the league still has an approval process for new brands in the beginning of a season. According to the NBA,
but what if James Harden put out some Yeezys?
He said
he's with Adidas. Wouldn't be surprised.
Sneakers for the first half of the season by early August, with shoes scheduled to be worn after the All-Star break, required for approval by early December. After hearing that his shoes would be denied, Kanye took his thoughts to Instagram, saying that the sneaker had been in works for over 3 years and has gone through 300 plus examples to perfect this NBA style. Adidas athletes were expected to debut the shoe on the court during this year's season, but every year, NBA officials have to sign off on new designs from sportwear brands ahead of the game time appearance, and a source told ESPN that they would likely not be permitted, although a version without the reflective material could be. And we've already seen many players supporting earlier versions of Yeezys up to this point, especially when it came to the rare versions of Red Octobers. LeBron James and PJ Tucker were both spotted at times in practice.
What? LeBron had some Yeezys on?
And Nick Young, aka Swaggy P, and Nate Robinson had also been rocking plenty of different versions of Yeezys during their NBA career.
That's a flex, bro.
What are you doing, bro?
Bro, come on now. That's a flex, bro. Like, you just pulled up to an NBA game wearing some damn Yeezys, bro. That shit is funny as hell. But, bro, look, honestly, I don't even know why the NBA banned shoes, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just let them wear the shoes. Like, I don't know why things just have to be so corporate sometimes. It's just so weird. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, but this is usually, man. Coming up a little extra at the next one on the Rule of 3 Minute.